Welcome everybody to our live stream. Do we have audio? This place sucks. Alright. Welcome everybody. I never beat a well man. My opponents never beat a well man. I can say that every time I lose. This flu is not fun. I still have a way to go to recovery, but I'm 70% of the way there. At least I'm having dreams in my sleep, which is good, which means I'm reaching a deep sleep state. And in order to recover, one needs sleep. When I was really sick, I was having incredible difficulty sleeping. So, yeah, well, it's just all for fun, man. But you understand what we're doing tomorrow? Well, you mean my game in general? Yeah. Yeah, well, no, I mean, there's no avoiding it. I'm affected, but I don't know. It'll be fun. Really, the biggest problem isn't with my play. It's maybe energy level, yeah. Stamina. But I looked at my games from yesterday. I'm slow. I'm a little slow, maybe lacking energy. Yesterday I was very slow. The overriding factor in yesterday's bad result in my Blitz tournament was intense slothness. I'm already slow, but I'm like slower than usual now. But sometimes I've noticed when I'm sick, I can actually concentrate better. I think other chess players have pointed this out. I've got a cough, Tezek. So that will alarm you, probably. But it's like an asthmatic sort of thing. I guess for being a smoker for 15 years. Or more. I don't have perfect lung. Usually if I get sick, like bronchitis or some kind of chest cold, I can cough for... I've had a few cases where I cough for months after being sick. Your challenge is not there. You're probably like shadow banned from lichess, man. I think I just need to refresh it. There we go. Yeah, of course. No, I had one of those a couple years ago, the last time I had bronchitis. X-ray. Ripun Bansal. 1907. Tezek is an alarmist. How did you get... Husky, good to see you. Sorry I didn't get to your email. I'm like Putin's troop buildup. I'm around 70%. Alright, I think the biggest issue yesterday was it was speed, being not there. Yeah, so I'm focusing on e45. Rupun drives me nuts with this stupid bishop c4. Acerbate got an advantage against me. And he lost on time in a clearly better position. You had an over-the-board match last Saturday? I had to miss mine Sunday. I had to miss 2 matches. Well, one of them wasn't important. It was the Budapest Team Championship, which I didn't really want to play anyway. But I did have to miss a team match 2 weeks ago. And, I have to go even if I'm dying this weekend on Sunday. We're playing an important match. I have to be there. So I'm playing Sunday, sick or not. Alright, yeah. No, this is unweird. I'm sorry. I forgot. It's Weird Wednesday. Yeah, this is our last normal game for today. Sorry about that. But maybe we can... we can try something different. You know, for fun here. No, playing the Italian is not weird, man. It's the most boring thing ever. I hate this stuff. And, it's an extremely boring opening. It's London on the other side of the board. That's funny, Acerbate. Gene Hackman said the same thing about you. It's all anyone plays because the little kids are taught by their chess coaches to play it or something. I don't know. Bijak, did you say that? Were you here last night and said that? Or did someone else say that? That was mentioned last night, but I didn't get to it. Move 11's game against Ben Feingold from 4 years ago. No, I haven't. I was feeling really tired last night. Oh, you did? Okay. So what's the point of Move 11's game against Ben Feingold from 4 years ago? How do you know about this? It's just random? Good morning, WJ Loof. WJ. Who else is WJ? Is there another WJ? WJ? So what's the significance of Move 11's game against Ben Feingold? Just a coincidence, or the game itself is interesting? What makes you bring it up? What did you say the opening was? No, I mean, does anyone else have those initials? Any famous people go by WJ? Like P.T. Barnum, you know. You watched some old clips of Ben playing on lichess. Oh, it was a Queen C2 Nimzo. I've been working with Move 11 that long, you know, and I never remember him telling me he played Ben. It's weird. No, I don't mean like William James, the last name James. I mean WJ. Does anybody have that? They go by their initials. Like AJ is a common one. What's going on here? Alright, this is our last normal opening for today. I had trouble even getting up, and the staff here at Castle Sladgie has the day off today, so I didn't have, like, you know, breakfast in bed or anything like that. You could have COVID, B-Jack. Maybe you have, like, really mild symptoms or something. Tired for 2 weeks. You could have mononucleosis. Against mononucleosis, I recommend drinking, like, inordinate amounts of alcohol very quickly after your diagnosis. It worked wonders for me. But I'm 70% better. Yesterday I looked at my games I finished out of the prizes in our Tuesday tournament, but I'm basically playing too slow. Apologies for coughing. It's not as bad as watching Feingold eat, though. Speaking of Feingold. Alright. No, I have no tolerance for people who eat on stream or at the board. Don't do that. That's just really bad form. It's just rude. You don't eat while you're playing a tournament game. And if you do, you get up from the board and walk somewhere else. And you don't open, like, annoying candy wrappers while people are trying to concentrate and so forth. There needs to be, like, chess etiquette courses, you know, for kids and beginners. Alright. I had to start half an hour late, guys. Maybe I should actually use this starting time anyway, because 11 seems a little too early. He just straight up blundered. Love it when they blunder. I love it. Extend here, you know. I've got it. Extend the pinky out when winning either the rook or the knight, we shall ask the question, chicken or beef? That's my new joke. I'm gonna make sure I overuse it. So our next analysis stream is next week, correct? Correct. Or as the fans would say, correct the mundo. Nice move. He saw right through my shifty plan. Yeah, I'm playing Sasha Gelman tomorrow night. That should be interesting and fun. This is for the Chess Smurf. Chess Smurfs. Chess Hobbits. The Chess Hobbits lichess streamer tournament. Um, hmm. Chess Hobbits, German. So, Chess Hobbits put together a streamers tournament battle. We're playing the interesting I Am Sasha Gelman tomorrow night, and it will be fun. I rarely play matches against strong players, or never, and so something different. Queen F4, yeah. All money on me? I don't know, man. I had an interesting discussion with someone recently about this whole question. Is so interesting. Being an optimist and being a pessimist, and what does it all mean? As a chess player, I'm kind of a pessimistic person by nature, but there's interesting advantages and disadvantages to this. Probably one reason why I'm not a GM. Okay, 4 players: Sumaher, Husky. Oh God. All right, just for that name, you're banned. All right, we've got subscriber challenges first. I'm gonna play Weird Openings. Tezig 1822. Sumaher subscriber. Husky subscriber. Alright, Weird Openings Wednesday. I played a perfect game, I know. I mean, I've been like really... Dude, I've been playing perfect chess. But the problem is that I've almost mastered chess like completely, but the problem is I'm really freaking slow, you know. And then occasionally I make like very bad tactical blunders. But I think my strategic understanding is getting to a very high level. So I have a number of perfect games lately. Repun. This is what I was trying to point out to World Loser yesterday. I lost to him in a better ending, and I was kind of pissed. But I made a joking comment that he felt he took as an insult. I said he doesn't think during play, and I didn't mean like he doesn't think at all. You know, it was a joke. You know, but he plays on a very surface level extremely fast. Now we all have to make a choice, like how much time and thought are we going to play, you know, and how much we're going to put toward moving fast, and going to try something unusual here. I promised. E4. Speaking of War Loser, no, he used to play F3. I should have played F3. So it's a Blackmore Deemer with C4. Someone did this against me recently. And if I play F3... Chess Ewoks. Can we all bet, like, channel points? That would be a good idea. So you see, that's my goal, to play perfect chess. And I use the engine. I try to learn from the chess engine. No, I believe I'm getting stronger. Even though my elo is like toward the lower end of where it's ever been, I'm not at my I'm not at my rating minimum, my lowest FIDE, but I'm close. I actually think that I'm stronger than I've ever been. Maybe not in knowledge. I'm stronger anyway. I'm not sure about. I think stamina and stuff. Stamina and nerves are not at peak. That's my problem. Yes, of course, man. It's like Bill. Sasha is Bill. Bill Pascal instead of William. He's Sasha instead of Alexander. You know, Alexander is a long name. It takes a long time to say that. So the same with William. William. It takes half an hour to say it. You can't be saying Alexander every 5 seconds. You know, it would take forever. Okay, in the West we do Alex, but they don't do that. You know, in Russia. I mean, I guess it's possible, but traditionally Sasha. F3 Nimzo. He's a good player, man. But so am I. I'm gonna tell him like straight up, like, it's up to him if he wants to play rated or unrated, because it's not fair that I'm 2407. If he has a decent blitz rating, I wouldn't want to play me, you know. So I'm gonna offer him the option to play rated or unrated. I don't care, you know. It doesn't matter for me. But if he's like 2600, I mean, he doesn't want to play with me. Maybe the bullet portion is not the best idea. It's 1-1. I don't mind. I've got to practice my 1-1 a little bit, but I wouldn't agree if it was 1-0 or even 2-0. I wouldn't play. Because that becomes about pre-moving and mouse clicking, but I can play 1-1. Yeah, you can't. I'm not going to play without increment bullet. Forget about it. There's a world of difference between 1-1 and 1-0. Okay, Repun, we can play a 1-1 game. Billiam. My other friend Bill used to call me Billiards. See, my problem with playing fast is that my philosophy is that I'm trying to play perfectly, learn to play perfectly, or almost perfectly, and I don't want to move until I find what I think is the correct move. I don't like playing substandard moves. Be truthful, be happy. Where are you living? I live in Budapest. Budapest, Texas, no. Budapest, Hungary. I think there's actually a Budapest, Texas. Yeah. It's like Donkey and Shrek. There is a Paris, Texas, but there's also a Budapest, Texas. There's probably a Belgrade, Texas, too. Texas is a big state. They need a lot of town names. Dude, you're killing me here with this tension. I didn't play this really, really well. Liam. Liam is a separate name. You could Google that. Damn, dude. Don't give away all that Google stuff. Google knows too much, Husky. I started chess in 1984. I still have... No, I don't. I threw away my Chess Life magazines from 1984. Liam is the Irish equivalent of William? Really? Wow, I didn't know that. I thought it was a completely different name. Dude. Yes! That's what chess is about, you know? Right there. Just quality. No, I mean, look. Here. Why did he release the tension now? He has knight c6? After all that keeping the tension, now he released the tension? Are you serious? Just when you got me? Just when he got me, it looks like where I can't defend d4, he decided mysteriously to release the tension. So if you play knight c6 now, I think I have like one move, right? I mean, I basically can play rook d1. And I'm running out of steam there. Yeah, it's -3. What? No. Yeah, -3 for you. Yeah. Yeah. No, this was really bad. I can't do this gambit. This is just unbelievable that real people played this. Pavli Orlov. Yeah. I played that guy. But f3 is too much, man. This is like a really bad f3 Nimzo. You played this well. I mean, just the pawn takes pawn is a bad idea, but I guess you can even play that. I mean, you have this, but I have king c3, and I thought this is like maybe not that bad for me. Honestly, it's still bad. Playable, but dubious. Like my king position. Yeah, computer's right. b6, move the bishop, rook c8, and I'm gonna get fried on the c file. Alright, I admit I did it again. I forgot to play a weird opening, so I substituted something completely unsound. Husky, oh no. I'm gonna take my time in the first moves to play something interesting, alright? Knight f3 is like the hardest move to play something interesting against. Of all the first moves. You guys don't have to play weird openings. I mean, the main idea is that I try to play weird openings and we get some creative ideas going. I think you have an obsession, Tazake. Alright, now there's no choice. Now we're going with the Dutch. I mean, I can't. I almost played the Polish. This is not a bad setup against the Dutch, really. Weird Leningrad. Wow, Zen Chess is here with 500 bits. Nice. St. Patrick's Day. Wow. What's that? Damn. You got the St. Patrick's Day. I totally forgot about St. Patrick's Day. And I used to live in Boston, of all places, which is like St. Patrick's Day heaven. Zen Chess, good to see you. How have you been? Shamrocks. Lucky Charms. Basically in English now. Closed English. What I used to call the car. Yesterday we were laughing because, well, I was laughing anyway, because I created the perfect, like, shark or whale shape with my pawn structure. What would the first thing you do if you get unlimited money? Unlimited money. That's a bit much. Quit chess. Now I don't need to play chess. Now I don't need to work anymore. I think life wouldn't be fun with unlimited money. You gotta have a limit. There's gotta be a limit. I can even find a problem. I can find a problem with unlimited money. That's how pessimistic I am. What if you said like $10 million or some finite amount? It would be more interesting. Today is a short stream. Well, I normally am supposed to schedule from 11 to 1:30 Central European time, but I started half an hour late, and anyway, I don't know. I'm gonna stream till like 1:30. I'm not really fully recovered from the flu yet, and the waiters and waitresses and butlers and everything had the day off at the castle today, so I was on my own, had to make my own coffee. It was rough for a guy with unlimited money here waking up this morning. What happened to E3? Asking for gift subs. So are you serious? Put him on the never give a gift sub list. Uh-oh, H4? Oh, H4. Interesting. I'm tempted to take that. Open sesame. See, this is why I don't like playing closed openings in Blitz. This happens, you know, it's like insipidly closed. And it's just not fun when you have to play fast in ridiculously closed positions. I get a different disease every first of the month. It's like the disease club. Bob came and joked that I would get AIDS on March 1st. Thanks, Bob. Very nice. Bob's pretty rude. Pretty rude guy. Can't say I was happy to see him. Making your own coffee when you were sick so you can stream. That's true suffering. You found out the hypermodern game of chess by Tartakover is on Kindle? Wow, I don't even know that book. I mean, I made the joke that I was getting a new disease every first of the month. First of January I got COVID. The 1st of February I got the flu. And then, you know, what's going to happen next? So this is like a King's Indian, basically. Yeah. You know what's next. He can bail out and escape. Damn, I guess the rook move was bad. Okay. Well, I'm just defending my c7 pawn. I don't understand. So you basically don't need to use any time. This is like every game I play. Lately, my opponents never use their time, and I use all my time. It's the same thing every single game. I don't know what people have against using their time. No, I don't know that. I don't think I know that book. Strangely, for a classic, the hypermodern game of chess. But actually, you know, Zen chess, you're a huge Nimzo style player. My favorite is Hypermodern Chess, The Games of Aaron Nimzovich. That was one of the first books that I ever bought. I got it like a used bookstore. Probably around 1980, 85. And at first, I didn't really appreciate it. I think it took a few years before I really appreciated it. This whole question of time management is so interesting. Oh no. He had that. Wow. He had queen takes h3. Just lost. Yeah, I'm down to 10 seconds against a minute. And I was winning, but I made this horrible decision to play knight h3 check. I mean, it looks like f4 is over. Queen f1 is like the worst move ever. I mean, you're like mating yourself, basically. But my time use is, again, I'm just flagging. So I freak out. Yeah. I mean, I thought, like, my first reaction was that his initial plan was going to be to, like, walk away, you know, try to evacuate. And then he played queen f1, and I'd have freaked out here. It looks like after f4, I mean, I have double threats of g3 and f3. How much for my phone number? Dude, you're very close to getting banned now. Yeah, that was weird. f4 is 0.0? Then why am I winning there? According to the engine, what other move could be good for black? That's weird. d4. Strange. Are there some places you would recommend near Pushkash Stadium? Places like what? You know, I live really close to the stadium, but I don't, you know, like go out or anything. I don't live really close, but I live pretty close. And then Repun is asking about my phone number. This is getting suspicious. Oh. Wait. Well, they're gonna have the Red Hot Chili Peppers there. Huh. That's so weird. Um, you're kind of outside the center. It's not like a cool area. It's not really a cool area where Pushkas Stadion is. You really should just go to a different place if you want to find somewhere to hang out. I'm in like slow motion. I don't know how I'm gonna play this match tomorrow. I don't care if I lose, whatever. You know, I'm just not. I did this against Horvath. I mean, I'm 2400 FIDE player once. My teammates were like horrified, but I drew. I drew. It was like down the exchange, hanging on by a thread. I was talking about how pessimistic I am, Ripun. I had this thing going in high school with my best friend. What we did was we were both like pessimists, and we would bet like who would get the lower grade on tests and stuff. It was like running it twice. It was like reducing variance. How is stuff with buses and metro? Okay, the transportation system is good in Vijak. It's good and it's pretty reliable, though. The one thing I will caution you about Hungarian transportation, buses and the like, do not believe like the last bus will really ever come, you know. In general, the transportation system here is good. But if it's like you're banking your life on like that last bus coming at 11:45, or don't count on it, you know. Especially, the problem is that the government is at war with the city. Budapest has a liberal mayor, and the right wing, you know, prime minister, and they hate each other. And there's been this big battle over money and financing for the city transportation system. So the mayor of Budapest even threatened to like shut down the transportation system at one point. In general, we have a very good transportation system, but but they don't have enough money, and actually, you know, you got to be a little bit like careful. You might not get that last bus, but in general, the transportation system, I think it's like better than Boston. You know, I mean, it's actually better than in some Western cities. You can, you know, get everywhere pretty quick here. But I wouldn't hang out in the district around Puskás Stadium. There's so many other cooler places to be in Budapest. I joke. Yeah, I mean, the closer to the downtown. Also, Buda is awesome, but not as much nightlife. Buda is like nicer, but it's more residential, a little more residential. There's some really nice parts of Buda, but yeah, closer to the center. The district around Pushkash is sort of trashy. I mean, it's not really interesting as a tourist or something. I joke that I live in the ghetto, basically. I live on the border of like a really bad area near the East Station, which is really where Kalati is, where Pushkash is right next to Kalati East Station, and it's like one of the worst districts in the central area. Just kind of trashy and cheap and not very nice. I live in the street where, like, one street away there's like all these embassies in a different district, and then the other street it's like you're going into the ghetto if you go the other direction. My street is like it's it's the border between the ghetto and a good neighborhood. There's there's another neighborhood like one side of, actually, if you go to Pushkash, Bijak, there's one neighborhood there that's actually kind of nice, which is Zuglo, but it's not that maybe exciting. But Zuglo is not bad on the one side. Like, if you found a place to stay and you want to be like near to, if you want to find a place to stay like near to Pushkash, I would look in Zuglo. But don't stay like somewhere like near to the East Station. It's like the worst. Zuglo. This is a district in Budapest. Sorry. Zuglo. Zuglu. Pingu. Zuglo. Pingu, Pingu. But that's just specifically like somewhere that's not bad, that's near to Pushkash. You believe f4 would have won the knight. But he was taking on c6. I don't understand that comment. Like, why? How would I possibly win a knight? I don't see any variations where I remotely had a chance to win a knight. I mean, you could always like go to g6, right? But I couldn't understand why he would just take on c6. Like, well, what happened in the game? c6 wasn't defended. Premature resignation. So where could I trap his knight or whatever? There are a couple spikes. Oh, f4 would have won his knight now, of course. Yeah. No, I mean I still have brain fog. Of course it does. I'm Yeah, I mean, to be honest, when I play this move, I understand that I'm threatening mate on g7, but I don't expect my opponent to like allow it. You know, I don't play this move like expecting that black will allow me to mate them. I'm expecting them to defend, and then I got distracted when I'm talking and I forgot. Of course this, of course this works. Yeah, you're not hallucinating. I could have won a piece like twice. No, just the one time. The one time I had it. Yeah, you're probably losing, but I still think you're resigning too early. Play like Kasparov, Chess Falcon, Zen Chess. Mohammed, let's try. Let's just take his challenge. I'm gonna play all you guys. We'll give one guest player here a chance to play. Normally I'm taking the subscribers in order. Pawn is nothing, Duran Rudin. A pawn is just nothing. I mean, it's such a small proportion of the material on the board, and the engines are just too much stronger. Yeah. A pawn is meaningless. I mean, in the beginning of the game. I mean, it's a tiny proportion of the material on the board. Yeah, totally. So weird line against Aliekin. Let's try the A4 attack. That's a favorite of like Emery Tate. I lost to Yefim Traeger once when he played this against me. I think I played A5, but I don't remember how the game went after that. I was on tilt. Almost every time when I played the Aliekin's defense in tournaments, I was on tilt. When's the right time to resign against a stronger player? When you have a clearly lost position. You know, if you know you have a clearly lost position, I mean, I would say, you know, if you would never resign unless you're sure that you have a lost position. I mean, so I played A4, but I don't know what I'm doing. I remember there was somebody who did this. This is like Jim's bullet trick. This is Emery Tate style. It's more like drunk Emery Tate. Even Emery, if he was like sober, probably wouldn't play this crap, but yeah, black's playing this perfectly. Absolutely correct. White's position is just not right, man. It's just not right. Right is right. There's no excuse for what I'm doing here. Oh, one game was like c4 and he resigned? What's that? The other game was like a crush. I don't remember playing this player. I've been playing a lot of 10-minute games and stuff. I'm thinking a long time, like trying to find perfect moves and play correctly, but it's not good for this time control. He reacted well to the opening, though. Yeah, there's no time to do that. You know, I can't do that in this time control. Like 10-0, you can sort of try to like think long on all your moves. You can spend like 20 seconds, 25 seconds on a move, but in Blitz it's not. You know, I'm basically just playing, using all my time in the opening and then playing on increments for the rest of the game. This is not a good strategy. It's not maintainable. Three plus two. Yeah, forget about it. Mm-hmm. Has to be, you know, you're submitting a game, but we have no analysis stream this week. You know that, right? I'm playing the match tomorrow night. You are aware, sir. But you can always submit a game for next week. Exactly. That's absolutely okay. As long as you understand. I'm addicted to thinking. I don't know about this move, man. Now my opponent has 3 minutes and 47 seconds. Damn, he's good. Damn, that's a good move. I totally missed knight b4. This guy is really pretty strong. I mean, for someone who's supposed to be 1700, 1900, 1800 bullet, he's really strong. I mean, and fast. My opponent is incredibly speed oriented, yet doesn't have a high bullet rating. I'm noticing this a lot. There's a lot of very fast players with low bullet ratings, or I would say comparatively low bullet ratings. It seems weird, you know, doesn't it? Like, wouldn't he easily be stronger than that with the speed of play and basically a really good game? It seems strange. Nope. No, again, it depends, Prem. It looks like, this guy's play is remarkable. I would say remarkable. Basically his speed. Then he hung a piece. But I mean, until that point, I mean, didn't Black play like a perfect game? Until dropping a piece there? No. Interesting, he made a lot more mistakes than I thought. This is crazy. This position where I played this crazy A4, H4. The engine actually thinks white is better here. That's pretty nuts, man. You know? You gotta head out, WJ Lou. Take care. He proved he doesn't cheat. No, I mean, I never thought he was cheating. I'm just saying, you know, I'm surprised a lot of people. They're incredibly fast. But I guess it's just my slowness. I seem to have some kind of sloth-like thing going on lately. I'm plus 2.7 here. Yeah, I thought I was like basically almost lost, but I'm not lost. It's embarrassing not to play Rook A3, Rook A2, but then I'm better. All right. Anyway, that was not something I would repeat. Zen Chess, where did you go? Engine likes space advantage. Give that man a cigar. And most humans suck at space advantage, Prem. Humans are very bad with space advantage. They tend to overextend themselves. Space advantage requires very precise play. That's why hypermodernism works, you know. Chess Falcon, long time no see. Suspicious user. Monitored, ban, evaded, or possible. Okay. Get some counseling. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the default recommendation there. Lots of drugs. Highly recommended. Nimzovich. Oh no. You're one of those C3 guys? What are you gonna play? The Ponziani? Really? It's technically not a Ponziani. Oh man, this is very weird. ED, CD, D5, there's like no games? I looked at this the other day. Chess Falcon is essentially playing an elephant gambit. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I like that. I've tried to do this kind of stuff with white. It's a reverse elephant. Elephant never forgets. Did anyone understand what that troll was talking about? Were they angry about another? I guess I don't know. Maybe it wasn't directed at me. It was like they were banned from another stream or something. It was displaced aggression. They're like taking their frustrations out on me because they got banned on someone else's stream or something. I guess that's what it was. I don't understand what. Poor people. Need to analyze deeper, man. Of course. Why does Chess Falcon use 8 seconds for this interesting position? You don't appreciate how unique this opening is. You should take more time. This position after move 3. You know the variation CD, D5, there's almost no games. Almost no games, and it's a critical line. That position deserves very serious analysis. What happened here? Knight takes C3. We don't have a lot of options. Chess Falcon play too fast. Again, I want to reiterate to everyone, my strong recommendation is that you mentally separate increment blitz and non-increment blitz. You cannot play the same way you would play in a 5-0 game that you play in a 5+3 or even 5+1. It's an absolutely, completely, totally different time control. You have to stop playing increment like it's sudden death. You have to play the board first and foremost, and not the clock. I can't emphasize that enough. You can do like the clock is more important than the board in sudden death, but you can't do that in increment. It's just a recipe for disaster. Wow, F. What? Sorry, what letter is that again? G? G. G4? Master. That is so crazy. Wow. G4 has been called. The other thing I was thinking about, personality and style. I would say Chess Falcon is they have to be almost like an overconfident person to be so aggressive that you're like totally over the top aggressive. Most people tend to be more aggressive. Whereas I'm, for example, more pessimistic and cautious. I think it's a sign that people play too many weaker players. When you tend to play too aggressively, it's a sign that Chess Falcon plays mostly weaker players and beats them down, you know. If he can be this I mean, basically, if his play is this optimistic, he must be playing weaker players on a regular basis and just like beating them down, you know. Because if he was playing strong players on a regular basis, there's no way he would be this like reckless and aggressive. You would have to give that up pretty quickly. That style of play is out the window. You have to be aggressive, but you have to play like controlled aggression. You know, Prem, I don't mean to be like Mr. Disagree with everything, but I'm guilty of as much as everybody else. This whole classifying people into positional versus, you know, the whole thing about the dichotomy between positional and attacking chess is really not correct, you know. I think it's overstated by me and everyone else. You know, we often, the true great chess player, you know, is an attacker, a tactician, and positional player as well. We draw this thing where it's like you're either a tactical player or a strategic player too much, I think. Yeah, we're cutting it kind of close here. I'm only up 3 pawns. How about rook h5? Do I hear 4? And this rook. Looks a little awkward there. easier to play bishop e4. Fisher, yes. Universal is a perfect word. I mean, for Bobby. He's just an all-around player. Do you ever get bored playing chess? Aha. Good question. Yes, I think at times I do. But not for long, would be my answer. But I think if I played the London system, I probably would get bored a lot more. How did you sneak out of that? I thought I had you. This is almost painful, man. I think I'm starting to have like physical pain. So WJ like asked, when should you resign against a stronger player or whatever? Like I said earlier, when you know you have a lost position, would be a good time to resign. And again, it's not... See, this is just childish. Like, why are you wasting my time? Not just my time, but the time of the other players. It's silly. This is just childish to play on here. No, I'm not going to play him anymore after this game. Seriously. There was no call for that. That's just, like, disrespectful. And it's wasting my time. I have, like, 35 minutes left to play with, like, people. It's ridiculous, man. I mean, not to resign. Still, I thought I played a decent game, and I'm still at 45 CPL with 1 blunder and 4 mistakes. Oh no, that's the wrong game, of course. Sorry, that was the other game. Yeah, this is good. This was a good game. I mean, relatively okay. Play like Kasparov. I'm gonna stay for another 35 minutes. Well, I don't ban people for not resigning, but I'm not gonna play them anymore, you know. Obviously, we have a limited amount of time, and like other people want to play. So, if you're down like 4 queens, I mean, you know, that's the situation where you should resign, unless it's again non-increment. 500. What's that? Party hat. 45. Fake bit donations for Masturbate and Repun. I just feel like I'm like moving in slow motion, you know? I don't know how I'm gonna play Sasha Gummin. I promised him I'm gonna play tomorrow night, but I'll need to like take some kind of energy drinks or something. Because I am just way too slow. Yeah, I think this was played in the past. Yeah, I was reading how in the UK, like a lot of teenagers they drink too much energy drinks. It's really bad, especially for kids. They're gonna change the law, like in the UK, so you have to be 16 to drink energy drinks or something like that, to buy them. Um, but I might need something, man. I don't know what's wrong with me. I am like in slow motion. I can't make a move in like less than 5 seconds. Shrinks your brain. Your brain can shrink, resulting in death. Well, all I know is that the energy drinks have like way more than a double espresso, as far as coffee and other like harmful. I told the story how my 80-year-old teammate Dr. Lip Pie. He not only was 80, but he was a medical doctor, and he used to drink energy drinks. I guess at that point, like, what the heck. I'm taking vitamin D a lot, but it's not helping acerbate. Vitamin D seems to be overrated. Pawn seems confused. Prem. Yeah, this is some weird gambit. I think maybe I saw a game where I want to say Pierun played this, or one of the top Polish grandmasters. I don't remember who it was. Maybe not Pierun. It was Wojtasek or something. Probably Wojtasek, because he played he was playing the Blumenfeld. He did this against another. Vitamin D is for immune. Okay, oh, you're talking about vitamin B? My bad. Right. B12 shot. Yeah, when you get like fatigue, my dad would get fatigue, and the doctor would give you like a shot of B12. Yeah, I don't like D5. Mm-hmm. Yeah, E3 is good though, and I think it was a question whether I should play E6 instead of E5. Might be better. I didn't put pressure on his central pawn, which is my big emphasis on chess teaching these days. Focusing on the center and destroying enemy central control. A carnivore diet will energize your system. Yeah, I haven't been eating enough carnivores lately. I've been feeding mostly on grass eaters. The true cannibal eats fellow carnivores. I would say, Repun, that I'm not health conscious enough. But I'm not, like, totally ignorant. All I know is that I wasn't sick for 2 years, and now I've been sick for the last month. But as you get older, I mean, you gotta take better care of yourself. Yeah, I need to eat protein. Yesterday I didn't eat enough protein. That's why I was really brain dead, you know. I mean, I think also before I play tomorrow night, I should eat a lot of protein, red meat. Tuna is also good, and fish. I think eating a diet high in fish is probably the best way to go. Prem uses time. He's getting better. He's no longer the poster child for playing too fast. Wow. I'm impressed. Someone who also uses their time. Unfortunately, it costs me time having to move my pieces again now. You're not a fish fan. Samarth, a unique pro, says, wow, very good. Don't know what you're referring to, but I appreciate it. Kind of vague, but it's positive. Positively vague. Yeah, I think Clay Sprout should have taken on c6 and drawn one of my pieces, drawn my knight back. I mean, and then maybe bishop g5. I'm not sure. I guess he doesn't have that. Cancel bishop g5, but yeah, this looks good for black. I'm just super active here. Sus. Super sus. Super bad. So it's hard to make progress. Kasparov is a good defender. Feeling ill today going to karate challenge. I feel ill at the moment too. I'm 30% ill. And I'm very, very slow and fog-brained. I need to fight brain fog. I already have like brain fog from being like middle-aged, and then the flu made it worse. Sack what? Like bishop takes f2 check. There's no follow-up. Yeah, I think we've got a maneuver here. Wow, what am I doing? Brains are delicious. You can ask any zombie. See, here's where he really enters his zone. The zone of darkness. I don't know about this. Zone of coordination. Nah. Took him 34 moves to blunder. Whew. Well, that was an interesting game. As I said, let's take a look at the first moves of the opening. I think it was Wojtasek who played this. Let's see. No, I don't see anything. Huh. It must have been... That's weird. There's no Wojtasek game. Gurgenidze played it back in 1978. D5's not good. You gotta take the challenge here. You gotta accept the challenge. Alright, anyway. We still have time for a couple more games. Harshish. I'm not going to recommend other chess platforms when I play on lichess. Alright, let's try the e6. No, let's do e5. People cheat on every chess site, so it's really not something you're going to avoid altogether. Learning to deal with it in some way. I suggest like accumulating a list of players who you like to play with who don't cheat, you know, and then building it bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, so every time you like log on, you have a list of friends, or so-called, you know, friends, and then you can like choose between, eventually, you know, if you add a new person every day to the list, you can end up with like 300 players who don't cheat, you know, and then just choose every time you come online to play with one of them. Let's try this. I can play Scotch Gambit, I can play anything. Scotch Gambit. I can play with a lisp. Yeah, Scotch Gambit is boring though. I mean, everybody plays that. That's I would say a very overused opening. I think the white handled this okay, like a little better than most. The Evans Gambit, King's Gambit, Danish Gambit, many gambits. What are we gonna do with our knight? Knight h5? Eh, not enthusiastic about that. No, I think you have to take the pawn prem. I'm not a materialist myself, but that pawn sacrifice is too big a material. You gotta take it. Some sacrifices just have to be accepted. All those gambits are played between IMs and GMs. Alright. Those are mainline openings. Now maybe knight h5. No, it's still bad. Wonder about c5. c5 take, rook d1. White's playing this really well for a 1200. You're 1200? What? What? You're not 1200. $1,200. This is probably a bad idea. How is my opponent 1200 playing like this? And 1900 in bullet. And now he plays like freaking Korchnoi with knight b5. What? Dude, you're not 1200. This isn't cool. It was the Nimzovich defense, man. e4 knight c6. It's not the Mar del Plata. His pawn's on c2. That's hard to play a Mar del Plata in that case. Still, I mean, his play is like very subtle positionally for a 1200. I judge people by their play. So you can't be 1200 and play this subtly. It's practically impossible. That's impossible. It's like his friend playing or something. If he's 1200. Or you'd have to be so bad, like, tactically, that you just hang pieces right and left every single move. In other words. Literally. This is like a 1900 player playing white. Alright, stop spamming the comments. Yeah, this is not a 1200. This is not cool. I don't appreciate this. Very subtle play by white. And very fast, too. There'd be no human way to be 1200 and play like this. You'd have to have someone playing on your account who was more like 1900. That's not cool, dude. I don't want to play your friend who's 1900. It's like his little brother who's 1900 or something. Maybe not 19, but 17 at least, you know? 1200's really bad. Like, no 1200 could play this well. That whole queenside thing with like the bayonet attack style pawn break, I mean, there's no way, dude. I don't want to play your brother. Alright, we're out of challenges, guys. There's still time for one more game. Oh yeah, we got Repun 1-1. I'm really ready for that now. Now this we don't commentate. We just play for practice. I would be better off playing, if I'm going to play 1-1, on my phone. So, I'm not that bad. You know, I'm actually... We're going to play a rematch. Alright, I'm not that bad. Last game of 1-1. Bully. Bully. It's by choice that I don't play bullet chess. I think that it's bad for you. It's bad for your game. Bullet makes you dumb, basically. It's not chess, you know, it's chess without thinking. Which is not good. I mean, not something we want to strive toward. Match stream tomorrow. This is practice. I should have played 97 check. That was really bad. Very, very bad. Bad Sladgie. All right. Oh, man. All right, Repun. We didn't play 5+3 yet today. All right, last game. The Repun match. Last game. All right, we're playing 5+3. First time you're black. Weird openings. Sladgie Trompowski. By the way, my opponent plays the Jababa London tomorrow night. That's gotta be dealt with. Yeah, this is a well-known Trompowski line. Well, it's a Black Redeemer with Bishop F4. Speaking of the Jababa London, I couldn't stand that guy like announcing he's the state champion of whatever. That's just obnoxious. Need to stop that. We need to stop that before it gets out of hand. Please stop that. Damn, I'm incredibly thirsty. Everybody, thanks for joining me here today for my weird warm-up stream. We are going to be back tomorrow night with a match against International Master Sasha Gelman, which should be fun. If not painful. Maybe both. Entertaining at least. Whatever happens, if I win or I get crushed, it'll be fun. I don't know what I'm doing with white here. I like thinking, you know, that's my problem. Addicted to thought. It's a good place to be. We learned that Sladgie can actually play 1-1 bullet. Because it's not this trashy 1-0. Oh my god, I lost. See, this is a direct effect of playing bullet chess. What you see in front of you now. This is what happens to your brain on bullet. Seriously, this would not be normally done, but I played 2 bullet games, and now I'm dropping my queen in a 5-3. That's what bullet chess does to your game, like right there. He proposes a take back. Thank you. I propose a take back. Alright, thank you. Take back. Anyway, I played d5. Ah! No. Take back. Sorry. I never did anything this dumb before. Take back. Yeah. Alright, let's play. Bullet chess destroys your brain. It makes you stupid. This is like the time you sacked your queen, Ripun. Should I sack my queen on f5? And you say it's sound, right? That looks like your queen sack right there. Queen takes f5, pawn takes f5, bishop takes f7, check. King e7. If I take back and then sack my queen, that'd be pretty funny. Unbelievable. No. I don't think so. I don't know. It might work, but I doubt it. But thanks for the take back. Yeah, see, you proved what my point is, that bullet makes you stupid. 2 bullet games, I hang my queen immediately. That's what happens when you play bullet. You stop thinking. It promotes bad play. But to be honest, I'm sick and tired. And 2 hours is like, my stamina is already, it's already faltering after literally streaming for 2 hours. I feel like I need a martini or something. Alright, it's time. It is time. On to bigger and better things. We didn't get many viewers today. Wednesday's traditionally bad. No one wants to really learn chess. Thanks, Asterbait. Great stream. I don't know about great, but it's getting better. But I appreciate your enthusiasm. Curb your enthusiasm. Now he gets mated. That's just not right. Alright. Thanks, guys, for the games. I will see you later. Have a great day. Bye-bye.